What's up, everybody? cilinixfxcapital here. Are you tired of missing opportunities and losing money while trading in these markets? Then I might have the solution for you. For those of you who don't know, we run the Cilinix Crypto Signal and Premium group, in which I not only share my own trades, so profitable signals, but I also give you 24/7 mentoring to actually become a better trader yourself, and you gain access to a trading guide with multiple strategies and basic beginner tricks to actually become a profitable trader yourself. If you're interested in that, links will be down in the description or in the pinned comment, and make sure to check that out right now. If you join through Telegram, there's actually a limited time only lifetime offer in there as well. So check that out, and hopefully we will connect. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Ethereum. We're going to do a full update. Not much has changed regarding the technicals, but there are some fundamentals that I think we need to talk about for next week. We have some major economic data coming out. I wanted to talk about that and prepare you for that and the possible moves after that, and also potential buy areas. And then we also have the launch of a new project, Endcoin, that's very aligned with Ethereum, and that actually is relatively, bullish for Ethereum as well. Although it remains to be seen how much impact that's actually going to have. Regardless, it could function as some sort of a catalyst. So we'll talk about that. Let's get right into it. At this point of time, Ethereum has been relatively weak over the course of the last 24 hours. But we have been able to hold the kind of, local range bottom we're forming right here. I mean, you can see that Ethereum has kind of formed some sort of a range right here, short term, between 4,250, which is still holding, and 4,500, which is also holding. But it's also weekend, right? So the volume has been quite low. So does it really matter how we're moving at this point of time? Not really. All right. So what's going to matter more is what's going to happen in the next 24 hours. But okay. So we've been remaining relatively stable in that. I think the market as a whole, if you take a look at Bitcoin, if you take a look at altcoins, actually looks quite good. So therefore, I would say my standard opinion, or at least my thoughts at this point of time, are that we will be able to hold this range. I don't see any reason at this point of time, neither fundamentally nor technically, that we can break out. All right, so breaking above 4,500, I don't think that's a possibility, but I do think that there's some things coming next week which could change that, right? So starting off Wednesday, we have the Linea launch. Right now, Linea is a layer 2 blockchain for Ethereum, but they're very aligned with Ethereum. I think some people on the boards and some people in kind of who are directing Linea and Ethereum are the same. All right, so that creates aligned incentives. And it's really one of the layer 2 networks that's doing quite well. And then one of the things that they're doing as well, I don't want to go to the hub, I just want to check it out right there. Like when I say it's really aligned with Ethereum, one of the things that I mean, did I go over it? Yeah. So one of the things that I mean is that every transaction will burn ETH. And at this point of time, the Linea ecosystem is actually growing a lot. I think the total value locked has gone up by several hundreds of millions of dollars in the last couple of weeks, which is major, all right? And there's actually quite a lot of volume there. So this is just bullish for Ethereum. It's the thing is that how much is this going to do? It's decreasing the supply, that's good, but if it's decreasing the supply by $10 million, it's a lot of money, but that's not going to do anything with the price. So that's Wednesday. At this point of time, there's no sign that we're getting bullish momentum from that outside of bullish momentum in the markets. Like I said, the markets look quite good for a move to the upside. That's why I expect this for Ethereum as well, but it's not good enough, or at least the momentum is not specific for Ethereum enough, like the momentum is market-wide, for me to expect a breakout. And then we have some news next week, which could really go both ways. On Thursday, we have inflation rate data, and that matters, especially if we're talking about the inflation rate data this week, in combination with the economic data, the jobs data we had last week. For example, if the inflation rate data is actually higher than expected, I think that's very bearish, because then we have a tightening jobs market and we have more inflation. In that case, I can see Ethereum dropping down into that level right here between 4,000 and 3,800. So be aware of that. I'll still keep you updated on that. But okay. And if it goes the other way, like if we actually see lower than expected inflation rate data, that's not going to change. Well, I mean, maybe that changes something for September actually, but then we can actually have a pretty aggressive move up. So then we can get a bullish breakout. So that is very much like the Linea launch. I think it's going to be very interesting, but not major. I think the inflation rate data, if it's much different than expected, at least can actually change the trajectory for Ethereum right now. Well, at this point of time, like I said, I think it's stable and I think it's going to remain stable. So I'll keep you updated on that, but that's what I think you need to know right now for next week, heading into next week. So hopefully that helps. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.